I'm Raleigh Watts. I've worked in global project management and also managing broader programs for much of my career, and I've had the benefit of working with Solmaz Shotrbani on many different occasions.
And I'm Solmaz. I am a global health program team leader here at ITEC. Been working here in management for almost 8 years and supporting our programs.
And we want to tell a quick story about the competition that sometimes project managers feel between what's best for their project and maybe some drivers or pushes from the broader organization or program where that project's located.
So the story that I will share is about working in a particular setting with a defined scope of work and deliverables and a public health framework to support the Ministry of Health in addressing the HIV epidemic. And we did this through targeted technical advice and expertise.
And when I was working alongside Solmaz in this situation, what I was aware of is how beautiful this project was. It was very well defined, beginning, middle, end, clear objectives, just the right space and the right zone. And yet it was almost because of its success that those of us looking at it from the outside, from the organizational perspective, from the program perspective, felt like there was an opportunity for growth and maybe even a driver for growth. Mm-hmm. And so we were encouraging more resources, more expansion, and we were encouraging that from the perspective of what the broader organization needed for the long term, and not just for the organization's long-term survival and growth, but perhaps for what long-term would be best in that country, in that setting. But it put some pressure on this specific project. And I know you felt that. You felt that pressure.
I did. I mean, I felt like my job was to protect this project, to ensure that it is delivering through this public health framework in a way that I felt was really effective, which is working in conjunction with partners in the Ministry of Health with a common commitment to addressing HIV. And I was concerned about bringing additional expertise, even though I saw the benefits of doing so. I was concerned about bringing additional expertise so that, with this concern that we may lose focus on what we were really doing.
I'm thinking of the concept of synergy, and as synergy is creating something that's bigger than the parts, and project managers do that. They put parts together and create something that has more meaning than just those parts. And yet there's synergy out of control when the parts come together and then it becomes too big for its own good. I know in that situation, one of the perspectives I had, Solmaz, was that we needed to think of not just the duration of that project, but 2 years, 3 years, 10 years down the road. And so some growth and diversification, even if it put pressure on that project today, might have long-term benefit. But I don't know. I don't know, looking back, if that was true or not.
Yeah, and I think this is where sometimes there's tension between the organizational priorities versus what the project sees as its priorities. And there was, I guess from within the project, we also had this sense of a long-term vision of supporting the ministry. So that long-term vision was there, but I think perhaps from a different angle than the organization had. And this is a constant trade-off.
It is. The pace, the speed of growth, the trade-offs between what does the organization need, what does the project need. And an organization can't exist without effective projects, but a project can't exist unless it's in the context of a broader system or a broader
and the
set
support
of
that organization.
Exactly. But this kind of conversation, this has been part of what our working relationship has been like for many years. Let's keep working together.
Sounds great.
Okay.